How to develop the proper mindset. I got this email from someone, long-time viewer. Thanks, appreciate it. It's like, how do you develop the proper mindset? And I thought about it. It's like, the first thing is knowing what you want in life. That's the first thing. Some people are born with that mindset of, I'm just going to get it done. I'm going to make it happen. I will do the things that I want to do out of life. Other people need help, training, guidance. In developing the proper mindset, you have to decide what's really, really important to you. You have many people who, for some reason or another, spend an incredible amount of time and effort on things that are trivial, meaningless. Like, and I've done it too, I'm guilty of it, like getting in a fight with someone you don't know, more than likely you'll never meet, on Facebook. It's just a form of being an idiot, just being crazy, just getting yourself in situations that have no profit emotionally, physically, spiritually. There's no profit whatsoever. But once you decide what's really, really important, it'll center you and it'll make you focus. And it'll make you really, really focus. Because I was having this conversation today with someone about, writing a book. And it was funny. It was just like, did you go to school, learn to write? I'm like, no. Did you take classes? No. Did you do this? No. I just decided I was going to write a book because that was really important to me. It was very, very, very important to me. And I created the right mental environment, which was good. Because it wasn't easy. There were many challenges. And so many people, when they see someone shooting for a lofty goal, they either become inspired or they become haters. Or they become inspired haters. You get a lot of that, inspired haters who are just like, well, it wasn't that great or it wasn't that good. But when you get the right mindset, when you feel that what you're doing is worthy of your best efforts, which you crank up, because often your best isn't good enough. But once you go to your best and push yourself and expand your limits, then your best becomes better. Because I look at this journey, and it all starts with mindset. Many times you don't go forward in life isn't because you don't have the talent or the resources. It's just because you're scared. You're just a scared little rabbit hopping out of your life and wanting someone to come in and save you. It's just strictly fear, because sometimes the hardest thing that is in your life is the thing that you need to address, because everything else is easy when you go and knock out the hard thing. Because let's go back to the storage auctions. The hard part was not so much buying the units. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was knowing where to buy, who was going to be a problem at the The hard part was learning the environment. It wasn't the units. If you heard the story of Johnny Cox, it's in this channel somewhere. Dude had $1 million, came out, ran off in 6 months. He had $1 million. Now, if that guy had a strategy, he knew the lay of the land, he knew the network, he would have been dangerous. But he just had money and he wanted to flex. And there was this guy by the name of Ike. Ike gathers us around. I mean, we were like huddling like a football team. And he's like, look, there's this guy named Johnny Cox. And if you want your livelihood to go on, every time you see him, run him up. And that's what we did. And 6 months later, he was gone. Didn't come back for about 2 years, and he didn't come back as strong. So it isn't always a money thing. Most of the time, it's not a money thing. It's an effort mindset thing. So once you figure out what you want, then start going at the hard stuff. Don't go for the soft stuff, the easy stuff. Go for the hard stuff. And for me, was sitting down, catching those headaches, forcing myself to write, which many people are like, well, no, you shouldn't force yourself to write. You should just wait until the muse comes and kisses you on the lips and blesses you with some prose. I mean, times that muse was elusive as hell. I'm a hunter, so I had to hunt it down and stab it in the eye and like, all right, let's go back and get to work. But you have to have the proper mindset. You have to think of yourself as a warrior, not a victim, but a warrior. Think of yourself as a warrior and think of life as the battlefield. If you're going on the battlefield in rabbit fur, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. You're not going to know what the topography of the battlefield is until you get on the battlefield or do a little recon. Just simply put, you got to get started, stay started, and continue to work, and keep your mind focused. There will be days that you will not get what you want, and you have worked your ass off. You have, I mean, literally, guy in Hustlers University had put out that he donated $50 plasma to put 50 bucks of gas, then went out and did Lyft and made, you know, $100. So he doubled his money. I mean, now that is blood, sweat, tears, hustling. And, you know, I've never sold blood before. I think I thought about it, but I never did. And, you know, I just look at that. How bad do you want it? Are you really going to do it, or are you going to let life just bend you over and go, take a deep breath? I mean, seriously, it's a choice. And having the right mindset is also a choice. It's not something that you wake up and it's there. You decide to have the right mindset. Once again, by deciding what's important.